Bernie Sanders went and spoke in favor of the Bessemer, Alabama unionization effort. 56 or 5,800 Amazon warehouse workers, I believe it's 5,800, are going to be deciding their fate on unionization, voting today. We won't know for a few days, most likely, what the final results will be, because there's going to be some sort of messy count, most likely, as there are independent people verifying it. But Bernie Sanders went down. He did what Obama said he was going to do and walk the picket line, right? Put his walking shoes on and stand arm in arm with people fighting to unionize. Bernie Sanders did that over the weekend.
And what we know is if we are interested in expanding a middle class which has been shrinking for decades, the only way to do it is to grow the union movement, and you are in the forefront of that struggle. So I say to you, you may not know it or not, but what you're doing is historical. Historical. Because all over this country, people are sick and tired of being exploited, sick and tired of not having the dignity that they deserve. And your message to people all over this country is stand up and fight back. You're going to do it here. We can do it all over this country. We can grow the middle class. We can make sure that all of our working people can live with the respect and dignity that they deserve. This country belongs to all of us, not just a handful of billionaires.
Yeah, well, that's a classic line of his at the end, but it really is awesome to see. And, you know, we praised Joe Biden for going further than a Democratic president has gone, or any president for that matter, since the Reagan era, maybe even before, of actually supporting the unionization effort. He, in theory, supports the PRO Act, but may not be in favor of getting rid of the filibuster in order to actually pass it. How strong are your convictions? Same with the $15 minimum wage, but I digress. That's a real person who is standing alongside working people. Bernie Sanders, you have no question about where he stands on this issue. And this is such an important watershed moment for labor rights in this country, which were beaten down for decades and decades of not just right to work policies, but of Supreme Court decisions that just stripped unions of the powers that they used to have. And that was a deliberate right-wing turn by not just the Republican Party, but by the Democratic Party as well. And so this is a watershed moment, what's happening in Alabama. And Amazon is scared shitless, and they should be, but so should other companies throughout the country. Because if Amazon can be taken on by workers, and there can be a real potent unionization effort, and they can succeed with all of the obstacles that were put in front of them, with all of the intimidation, with all of the tactics used by Amazon and the law firms that they hired, then it can happen anywhere. And that's what needs to be communicated, and that's what Bernie Sanders lending his voice to this, I believe, communicates.